Welcome back to another week with me. What you've just seen is me putting a coffee on with honey in the bottom. Controversial, some may say. But I feel bloody awful. Oh, look. My front door. We've lost one of our friends. Literally one of our friends. Sorry, this is a terribly high angle, guys, but maybe I'll try and trim that off in the edit. I know he wouldn't have wanted it to be that way. I know he was trying. I very much doubt he was drinking or doing any kind of drugs apart from his prescription drugs. I expect it was something to do with his heart, the hot water, being on a lot of medication, abusing his body for years, being very, very gravely ill many times, and maybe that was just it. That was just all his body could take. But we miss Matthew Perry being in the world. I know he acted in a lot of series and films. I've watched all of them. But unfortunately, we do come back to Friends all the time, and that won't be the only way he's remembered. He'll also be remembered for his incredible work with addiction and charity. But I was born in 1985. I was 9 when Friends started, and I was 19 when it finished. So it literally became part of my life, and I can quote lines as everyone else can. I can fit a Friends line or situation into so many parts of my life. I can say, oh, this is like when Joey and Fred, you know, they don't age and they don't change because we still watch that series every day, don't we? So it hasn't stayed. It's not like if you're looking at Heidi High, you know, that looks dated because we saw it once and we watched the series and we sort of didn't keep watching it. Whereas children are, you know, teenagers, people are watching it every day now. Sometimes for the first time or sometimes carrying on. And yeah, it's just, it feels like he's still young and in it. And of course when we see him, he did look older, and everyone looks older, but I just think you can grieve someone peacefully when they're an elderly person and they've lived their life how they wanted it to go. But I think Matthew Perry, for starters, he was very, very young. He was only 16 years older than me when he died. And also, he didn't really have the life he really wanted. He was very, very troubled. So I think, you know, if we were talking about this in 20 years' time when he passed away at 84, you'd say, okay, he had his time, but no. Anyway, so that was this week. Now, it is Tuesday, the 31st of October. Happy Halloween to all of you. I mean, it would have been well gone by the time you watch this, but I'm ready for the trick-or-treaters, although I very much doubt I've got any. I'll show you my little window decorations when I leave. It's decorating in a small home way. I hope you appreciate that. It's a tiny home, we do our best. Yeah, I'm starting on a Tuesday. I'm not well. I'm really, really not well. And I'm doing 12-hour days. 8 o'clock starts, which is fine. It's not that early, but I'm just not very well, and I'm not sleeping very well, and I think that's making it feel much worse. So we're filming a cookery series about food with Ainsley Harriott. Well, not with Ainsley Harriott this week. This week we're filming the VTs around London. So I think the other thing is that we've been very cold every day. Because we're filming in like street markets and different places. So it's been, I hope that honey's mixed in. I should have given it a little squizzle, shouldn't I? It's been cold. My guests have been great, so that's been a massive bonus. My lovely cooks on the show have been absolutely lovely, but it's just been a little bit tricky because we haven't had anywhere to do makeup apart from cafes, you know, and you just don't feel like you're doing a very good job, I won't lie. You know, they're on a little table in the wrong angle and you're bending over because they're on a really low chair, and all of that's just a little bit tricky sometimes. But anyway, I've just not been in the best place. I haven't picked up this camera for a week. All of last week was very difficult for me. I found out I had to go VAT registered, which is definitely a trigger. I had a really bad accountant who really did a bit of a turn on me 7 years ago and left me in a lot of unpaid tax and debt that I didn't know about. I was paying tax, obviously, before you ask, but it just wasn't being like calculated right, and yeah. So I found out I had to go VAT registered because my company turnover has gone over 85,000. And I think what's galling a little bit is that that has nothing to do with my earnings. It sounds like I've earned that money, but actually that's been in my subcontractors' wages, the people I pay. That's what's, you know, the money comes in, but the money goes straight back out again to them. And I have to use this straw to stir, which is a bit unorthodox, but... And also, the little tractor shed barn I'm building on my land in Cornwall, which you probably don't know much about. The roads and like the levelling the land started for that, and one of my neighbours complained to the council about it, and now the council have to come out and inspect it. It's just farm tracks going into a little shed across my land, nothing to do with anyone else, but you know, some people aren't very, maybe she's just not very mentally very well, and that's caused a big kerfuffle, so that made me sad. And an agency was going to take me on possibly for my social media. I don't know whether they are now, and it's a little bit confusing. So I had a few little things going on as well as working every day. It was Halloween. Oh, actually I might have a little bit of footage from doing some Halloween makeups that I can definitely pop in here after this section if you want to see them. But I'm afraid it was just so blooming busy. We just didn't really get a chance to really record anything. I kind of needed someone with me, to be honest, to help me. By the way, coffee and honey, not my favourite, but I'm glad I'm ingesting the honey and the caffeine at the same time. Let's not complain about that. Anyway, I just wanted to say where I've been. Welcome you back to another week with me. You're going to come with me today. So we're going to Flatiron Square in Southwark, which luckily is quite close to me. I've got to be there at 8 and it's now 7:30, so I probably should get a little skedaddle. Better skedaddle. And speak to you in a little bit. Let me just see, I'm enjoying talking to you too much. I'm not getting on with what I should be doing. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Get out the house. Flatiron Square, but where the crew is, that's another question entirely. We are. Oh, my hair looks bizarre. So we're in between, so we've just done one cooking section for the show and we're just turning around to start doing the next cooking session. So I was just helping to wipe out some of the dirty pots and pans because the home ec, who organises and preps all the food and does all the like the pre-baking, i.e. like this key lime pie there, she's got to go home and wash them all tonight. And if it's all baked on, it's just even harder. So we just did a quick squiz out, and I thought I'd help because I haven't really got a lot to do today. So the next thing we're doing is a key lime pie, and we're filming over in this section here with all the market behind us, which looks really pretty. I've just got home. I've been filming like this all day. I think it's the cold. I think it's the cold outside because I've been filming outside all day. As you saw, it started getting raining and getting really wow. You'll be glad to know I'm about to go wash my face and wash my hair and get ready for tomorrow. It's 7. Just got in. We finished earlier today. Gonna get burning hot in a minute from going from the cold to the inside, and I have to wash my hair, get prepped, and wash my brushes, unpack and repack for tomorrow because I'm going back to filming with the crew I'm with today for the cooking show. But then halfway through the day, I'm getting the train to Birmingham to do a pickups day, half day, from 1 o'clock till 7 o'clock in Birmingham for another show I was working on. That needs just some, we've got to go back and do a couple of interviews that we couldn't get when I was last there, you saw a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going back to do that. And then I come back from Birmingham tomorrow night and back home. And then I'm off on Friday, but it doesn't mean off. It doesn't mean off. I have so many emails to get back to, schedules to figure out, just so much. Well, the good thing is I will be on the train tomorrow for like 3 hours, so I can do a lot of work then. See you soon. Morning, you meet me in the back of a very lovely Uber driver's car, and we've just head over Tower Bridge, as you might have seen, and it's probably about 7:45, so we're not doing too bad for time. I'm over in East London now, so I'm near Liverpool Street, so we're not doing too bad. My hair's in pin curls because I washed it last night and then I slept in it because I was too tired to curl it properly with DHDs, so I'm hoping this will give me some bounce and some movement. It's always a bit of a gamble as to how it might come out with pin curls, and also it's raining, so we can basically say my hair's going to be straight all day, which is just so annoying. I might take it down and then immediately put it back up in an actual style to kind of protect the curls. Anyway, not feeling great. Common theme that runs through this YouTube channel you might be a little bit used to by now. I'm just not a good sleeper, and early starts aren't great. That's all I have to say on the subject. I actually feel a bit sick. I don't know, because it's too early to eat in the mornings, isn't it? But being in a rocky car can be a bit, yeah. Homeless man there trying to collect money at the traffic lights, getting very wet in the rain. Very hard to see, and I think it's harder now because no one carries any money with them, do they? So you haven't got that change like you used to in your like little pocket or driver's door or whatever. Anyway, so today we're heading up to Hoxton to a bakery where I'm meeting the talent who's going to be cooking with us today, doing her makeup in the bakery, starting filming there. And then, I don't know whether I've told you, but I've got to leave and head up to Birmingham. Yes, I think I did tell you that. At 10 AM to get to Birmingham for about 12ish, half 12. So, oh wait, it's curly. Let me just shake this out a bit. So then my friend Katie's coming to take over for me, but she's not coming to the bakery to take over. She's heading straight to the next location, Spitalfields Market. I'm so glad I missed Spitalfields Market. It was so fun to film in and look at all the stalls. So I'm actually not going to see her, which is gutting, but hopefully all the crew will look after her and she'll have a good day. So I'll try and get some bits as I'm working today and travelling.
see where we're filming. Where's Penny?
Andy, cameras are here.
Okay. Oh, we have they put on there.
Yes.
Where are we doing what?
So,
amazing content being created right now by myself and the team. I'm a vlogger.
All right.
Yeah.
so this is the little.
Hey, it's my bakery.
So this was going to film me setting up my table, but as you can see now, it is overrun by cameras. So. What you saw then was sort of, we'd film the main interview and then we do wide shots and little like blurry sort of GB shots, sort of establishing, so when it is all cut together in the edit, it's not just two people talking for 10 minutes, it's like lots of different looks of the bakery and different angles, so that's what you saw happening then. Okay, I'm back in the car, back in another Uber, and I'm heading across from Shoreditch to, I'm actually driving right through Shoreditch now to Euston Station, so my train's 10:46 and it's now 10:04, so I am great for time. The crew have all packed, we all left at the same time, so it worked out perfectly. We just did a few more walking shots like into the bakery to establish where Lisa was meant to, you know, don't know why I'm doing that because she was genuinely there, but just to establish the shots. Did those, and now they're all travelling down to Spitalfields where my colleague Katie will take over from me for the day. She's heading there now, and like I say, I'm heading to Birmingham, so let's catch a train together. I was going to film myself getting off the train, on the train, except it turns out you had to be sitting in a certain part of the train to catch the platform, because it's a short platform at Atherstone, and then when we pulled into the station I was on the phone not paying attention, and then ran through the whole entire train to try and get to the front of the platform, to the point where it was nearly pulling away and I managed to jump off, so it was a bit of an adventure. But anyway, I'm here in Aldi head office now, getting ready to start. A very funny makeup session with Julie. Julie's the CEO of Buying at Aldi and we're filming with her today, and she is just absolutely brilliant. And now we're going into the studio. I couldn't record any of it because I can't get in, because I just didn't have time to put the camera on. Just managed to get a little bit of hair at the end, but it's not very interesting to you. I'm now locked out of the filming bit because I haven't got you haven't got a pass, have you? Station just in time. It's about 5:02 now and the train's at it's meant to be 5 past, but it looks like it's delayed, so I need to put my scarf on and maybe put another layer on. Annoyingly, I was so hot in there I took it off and forgot to put it back on because we were just close to finishing filming, to the point where I was thinking if we carry on much longer I'm going to miss this train, but it's one every hour, so it'll just be an hour waiting around. But we finished just in time, but only in time for me to grab my stuff and run out the door, which meant, yeah, I didn't really prep myself. But anyway, we finished. It was a great day. Julie and Richard were absolutely brilliant, and we got all the footage we need to wrap up the series. So that's another year done in Birmingham with Aldi. Hopefully they'll be back next year so we can do it all over again. Ooh, it's cold. Because it was like a Christmas episode, they had all the Christmas food laid out, and then they had to like have it laid out in the background to look all nice in the pictures. So of course at the end everyone's like, well throughout the day whenever we finished a segment, the food had to either be ate or taken home or whatever. So I ate food that I just shouldn't eat, and oh my god, I'm just gonna tell you, the pain in my stomach, like I feel like there's a ball of hard wind. Like, just, but it's not even like, it's like where your womb would be. I can't believe I'm right. Anyway, you don't need to know this, but it's so painful. The whole last hour of filming, I was like, you bloody idiot, you did that to yourself. Anyway, hopefully if I just keep bouncing and walking around, I could just shunt it out of me. Hopefully I'll be alone on the train. I don't think it's going to be a very busy one, there's no one else here. So back to London we go. Friends, see what I did there. The camera's not very good in this light, is it? I think I need to that's not good at all. There we go, that's a bit better. I think I need to sort out the settings. I can't really be bothered. Someone just texted me about a contract. I've got to sort it out. So I've just got home. It is 10 o'clock. I am done. I'm really miserable. I'm not that miserable, but I just feel a bit crap. My stomach really hurts. Totally my own fault. Deserve everything I get. But I've just shoved my hair up and I'm going to wash my makeup off now. But I didn't want to not say goodnight to everyone and tell you I'm home. I think I was meant to record in the train. I don't think I did. I spent the whole train ride uploading to my 4 different Instagram accounts. Forget TikTok. I can't even with TikTok. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen. Sometimes I'll like transfer content from my Instagram across to TikTok, like re-upload it there and just copy paste across, but get a little bit of CeraVe on there. But that's it. Yeah, and just answering my friend, answering breakfast friends' WhatsApps and everything. That's all I did. A couple of emails, loads of Instagram, friends' WhatsApps and voice notes. And then I forgot to speak to you guys. But I got into Euston about 45 minutes ago, I guess. Went straight to the taxi rank, as you would have seen. And headed home. Oh no, my lift was broken. So annoying, our lift is down in the block. Luckily there is another one at the other end of the block. There was absolutely, if I had to walk 6 floors, and it's not even that much, with my kit, the only thing that would have happened is that I either would have had a nervous breakdown or my kit would have stayed downstairs all night, ready for tomorrow morning if someone nicked it. They did. I'll give up being a makeup artist. I'll just work in the chippy or whatever, anything less stressful than this. Good night, my friends, on that wonderful bombshell. Morning. Another day, another dollar. We're racing to Paddington Station. It's been so wet and rainy, and I think that's made traffic heavy because people are deciding to drive rather than walk, etc. So my train is at 8:05 and it's looking like we're going to get there at 2 minutes to 8. So could I have left earlier? Yeah, could have done. Do I do this every time? Also a big yeah. So basically, just got back in from the first day on my no, that's a lie. It's the first day of the indoor filming of the series I was working on that you will have seen in this last vlog, the cooking series. And I was going to start vlogging today for a new week. I don't know why I call it vlogging. I know what it is, but it does make you sound like a bit silly, doesn't it? I was going to start making memorable videos for me. Oh God, I'm not explaining this very well. Anyway, today was going to be the start of a new week of filming. But But I started editing last week, so this one you're watching now. And hang on. Oh, and I just didn't have an ending, so I was like, basically, by the way, on one eye I'm using my lash serum by UK Lash, and the other eye I'm using lash serum by Swede in a terrifically entertaining race of eyelash growth. I'll be honest, they both look like they're both working. I think UK Lash might pip it in the sense that it's wetter, and I think there's more in the pot. Is there physically more in the pot? Does it say how much is it? 10 fluid ounces on. So there's 10. Both 10. That's unusual. This one feels like it's going longer. Anyway, so I put one on each eye each night. Anyway, so I was editing it and I realised I sort of just, there is absolutely no, you know, outro with me saying goodbye. I was like, oh, it is what it is, you know, I'll just end the video. And then I was sitting here taking off my makeup with my hair up in pin curls because I had it 1940s today. I'm going to try and save it for tomorrow. And why didn't I just do a little outro? Except I'm in like cozy clothes. Why didn't I just do it while I still had my makeup and hair on, so I actually looked half normal? I don't know, your guess is as good as mine, but the guilt brought me on here, so you're basically now doing my evening routine with me. Well, I look like an absolute crazy person. Can you imagine if someone I used to date or was thinking of dating actually watched this? Or hopefully then the whole reason that I'm doing these is so my children will watch them, or grandchildren one day, they'll be watching this going, what an absolute loon. Anyway, this is castor oil in the lashes and on the brows. Done the serums, I've done the vitamin C, done the night cream, done the eye cream. By golly, I think I've done it all. And you've been with me for the whole adventure. Aren't we all blessed? So anyway, I'm going to get back on the computer, going to do some work. I've just got back. It's really early. It's 7:10 and I'm home already. We actually finished filming at like 5:30. It was that we started at 8. It was just like the shortest day ever. I don't know. It's nuts. So I've got the whole evening, and you kind of feel guilty, like I could have gone out if I knew I was going to finish this early. But because it's sort of been getting up at 6 AM every day, I'm trying to get into this really good routine you'll see from the last video. So I better stick with it, which is really boring. But anyway, good night everybody. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. I've noticed a few people coming across on here from my little shorts videos on YouTube, so if you are across from there, thank you, and please bloody subscribe.